Welcome to the StrangePlay podcast, episode 2. I'm Rik.
I'm Simon.
And in this episode, we are going to be doing a rather lengthy rundown of Simon's highlights of the news for June 2017.
Yeah, we're about to get angry.
Yeah. Yeah, you get very angry.
It's going to get messy.
Are we going in order, or...?
No, we'll go from the top. So, first up, this is relevant to what Rik and Elliot have been playing. It's the Prey update that has fucked the PlayStation Pro edition up with stutter. I just don't understand how they can release something like this that's meant to be a better version of a console and it just be fucking mental. Like, it's messed it up for people, apparently.
I'm not completely convinced that it was just the PlayStation Pro version that was fucked up, because you sat and watched the playthrough that me and Elliot did, and you saw what it was like at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that game had massive frame rate issues anyway.
Stuff falling through floor as well.
Yeah, massive clip issues and stuff. And clip happens. It does. But some of the slowdown and latency issues that were going on, especially with the control input, and in the earlier videos especially, I was complaining massively about drift from the input lag and stuff, and I don't know how they managed to make it worse.
Yeah, I thought, when you were saying that, I thought his controllers had, screwed up, because sometimes if they get a lot of wear in them, you sort of drift, don't you? There's times where...
Dude, behind the scenes, in between episodes and stuff, I was saying to Elliot, I was like, dude, your controller's fucked. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, dude, your controller's fucked. Look. And then the thing would be just drifting to one side, and he'd be like, oh no, that's not my controller. I'm like, what the fuck is it then? It's or he'd be saying, why are you moving? Fucking shoot the thing. You can't shoot for shit. He was laughing at me because I couldn't aim properly, and I was like, dude, I can't aim because the thing keeps fucking moving.
So that would actually a fault of the game and not his controller, or?
Yeah, that was the game.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine playing that game if you had a fucked up controller. Would it cancel it out if it were fucked up in the opposite direction? Or would it make it just double up on the issues? Or
it just work. You're playing it with the fucked up controller, and you're like, oh, okay, this works now.
Yeah, this is the fourth wall. You have to break a fucking controller to make it actually work when it should do.
So when did this? So this came out at the start of the month, didn't it? This update came out at the start of the month.
Yeah.
I finished the game. We finished the game a few weeks ago. So I'm not sure if there's been an update after this, but I've not heard anything.
No, me either. It's something that I will play Prey at some point, but having watched you play it, I'll probably give it a year so I can forget everything, and hopefully they can patch fucking shit like this out, so I don't have to deal with any mental frame rate drops. Or
have you got a Pro?
No, I might get one eventually, but at the minute I got my PlayStation the March after they came out.
Okay.
So I've still got the old style one with the touch sensitive buttons and the is it shiny? I can't remember. I know there's been a few revisions, but that's it. Okay, moving on. Nintendo, they've announced that online is going to be free until 2018. Right. I honestly don't know why anyone would pay for Nintendo's online. I don't. The competition for Xbox and PlayStation Network is there 40 quid a year, and you get party chat, you get free games, you get your online play. Obviously, there's all sorts of stuff that you're getting within them. And when I look at what they're going to do, you've got party chat through
a phone app.
A phone, yeah. And I just don't it'd be interesting come 2018, all the people that own Switches. To look at the uptake of this service and how people, get on with it and say, hey, look, because it's going live. I think they've just announced that the phone app or something's going. I didn't read into it yet, but yeah, we'll probably cover it in next month's monthly update with the new stuff. But it'll be interesting to see, once it's all laid down in foundations, if people are like, yeah, I'll lay down I think it's going to be 15 quid. 15 or 20 quid?
Yeah, 20 quid. $20. So
right, okay, yeah, so 15.
No, it would be 20 quid.
Yeah.
Like,
we've fucking been over that. I don't want that in every single fucking episode. Of
it's going to be. It's going to be. We're going to be known as the guys that complain about the exchange rate being fucked up.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to play devil's advocate because if and when I buy a Switch, I'd pay it because, right, it's, let's say 15, 20 quid a year. That's pennies, right, a month. You know, I understand that in order to have like dedicated servers and stuff for online gaming, that shit costs money, and I'm happy to pay towards it. The thing that they did fuck up on was the whole, that because you know how like PlayStation have got PS Plus games and Xbox then years later jumped on games for gold, but now they offer something. They offer an incentive for you to pay the £40 a year. What Nintendo were doing, they were going, you can have a classic game from the NES or the SNES era. We're going to do one a month, and that's yours for a month.
Yeah, and
that was
they take it back.
Fucking stupid. Like, I was against that, but they've backpedaled.
Yeah, I think what'll happen is once we've got all three services all vying for money, we're going to see improvements in all of them.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of it, the consumer's going to win. It don't really matter. Well, you'll have people that are like on PC going, but we don't play for anything, of course. But
yeah, you just pay thousands of pounds for a fucking system. Yeah, we don't pay for anything apart from what we're playing with. We've got to keep it up to date, or we can't play shit. And the thing is, and this is the thing that people, when talking about Nintendo, don't seem to take into account. When the first Xbox Live on the original Xbox was a thing, it was functional, but it wasn't the best. It wasn't until the Xbox 360 that they figured out what they were doing and became like the model for home console.
I'd say I'd go as far as saying Xbox Live saved Xbox 360 because of the all like red ring thing.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Xbox 360 having Xbox Live were the jewel in Microsoft's crown. If it weren't for that, they'd have been fucked. They'd have been out of it. It'd have been.
But
done.
this is what I'm saying. It took the console generation before that for them to, start experimenting with it. It took a whole console generation for them to perfect it. When the PlayStation 3 came out, their online was fucking horrendous.
It was.
And then when they started charging for it, that pissed off so many people. And this is the first time that Nintendo have done like a subscription thing. They're going to have teething issues. Like Xbox had teething issues. PlayStation had teething issues. This is Nintendo's first time. They're going to have teething issues. But if they're anything like the other two companies, and Nintendo have been doing a lot of things that Nintendo don't do lately, and I think that initially we're going to see a little bit of crap with the Switch Online, but over the months they're actually going to listen, and I genuinely think that Nintendo are going to listen. They're going to listen to fan feedback, and they're going to listen to customer feedback, and they will change it accordingly. And then, like what you said, if they become an actual competition for Xbox and PlayStation, there's already talks that PlayStation are going to be changing PS Plus to make it better for us. So, the consumer will get more out of PS Plus, which is great. So, I think after a few initial teething issues, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If I had a Switch, I wouldn't mind throwing 20 quid a year, and now that you do get access to a catalogue of games that you can keep, fuck it. Just paid for some free games, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. As it stands currently, I don't think they could convince me. That's an all other episode though with Switch. It's not as cut and cleared for me, I'm afraid to say.
What's next then?
Okay, Vince Gilligan's dipping his fucking toes into a VR spin-off of Breaking Bad.
I don't
don't know why.
I don't care.
But that was the biggest story of the day. In other irrelevant news, Bubsy the Bobcat's returning. Do you remember him?
I do. And
did you like him?
No.
No one liked it. It was fucking shit. It was rubbish. There were better games at the time. And I have no idea why they try and bring these mascot things and make them work, because it's invariably going to be shit. Like, I will eat my own hat if that game is any good.
Do you wear hats?
Yeah, I do wear a hat.
If this game's good, I want to see a video of you fucking eating a hat.
I will eat fucking 2 hats. if that game's good. Yeah, it's gonna be bullshit.
It looks. You know what it reminds me of, like graphically?
Go on.
Do you remember that fucking Dorito Dash game or some shit on 360?
Yeah, with the dinosaurs. Yeah.
No, the other one, the one that was like.
Like Ultimate. Oh, that America's
Ninja. Fucking
yeah.
What, a Ninja Warrior or some shit.
I fucking hated that.
Yeah, it looks like that. That Bubsy, the Woolly Strike Back, looks like a free promotional game. Like if instead of Bubsy that was Cool Spot, I'd go, all right, yeah, I'll buy it. But yeah, like Bubsy was irrelevant when Bubsy first came out. Why they're trying to bring him back now? It's like probably an extreme example, but it's sort of like, hey kids, do you remember the Nazis? They're making a comeback. And it's like, no, nobody wants that. Keep them in the past.
I hope you know now you've said that if we get a dislike, it's going to be from a Nazi or a Bubsy the Bobcat fanatic.
It's going to be from a Nazi going, oh, I quite like Bubsy.
Yeah, double down. Got a friend to fucking downvote as well. Next up is a game that actually looks fucking amazing. It's Cuphead. They've got a release date.
Finally.
I mean, it's been ridiculous, hasn't it? It's like when we were waiting for the Last Guardian date.
It's not
when we were waiting for
that, because Cuphead looks playable.
Oh, another fucking downvote we're going to get. Pissing off all the people.
But anyway, Cuphead.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing. Like, it's such a long time coming, but like there's been times where when I'm collating all this, so I'm looking at Joe footage of it and how it's all animated and stuff.
Oh, it looks incredible.
I mean,
like graphically,
yeah, like, it doesn't look like it's gonna cut like any new new ways to play or anything.
Well,
like
it
that.
went through quite a lot of development changes, didn't it? Because wasn't it originally just like a boss rush game where everything was just a boss battle, but then they went back and they started putting like actual levels into it or something to make it a platform.
No, it's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, isn't it?
I might be wrong, but it looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that it isn't coming to PS4.
I think it's one of those games where like it might not be anything special to play. It might not do anything, but it'll look fucking amazing while it's doing it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And the fact that someone's managed to make a game that looks legitimately like a cartoon, that looks like this good.
Walt Disney from like the 40s.
Man, I'm not even thinking Disney. Like I'm thinking
Felix
the Cat, and those even like Hanna-Barbera stuff, like the very early Casper the Friendly Ghost cartoons and stuff. You know, when cartoons just look fucked up.
Do you know something? I've never ever seen a Casper cartoon ever.
Really?
No.
When I was a kid, I used to go to my grandparents on Sunday, and we would go to Tesco so they could do their weekly shopping. But it's like one of the big Tesco mega stores, and if we were behaving and things, they'd let us get old cartoon VHSs and stuff. And like my grandparents had this massive cartoon collection, and we had all the old Hanna-Barbera stuff on it. So I think that's why as well. I think Cuphead looks amazing. It just resonates with me. It brings back some good memories.
Cuphead's appealing because it brings back a time before, like.
But we're getting sentimental, and people aren't here to listen to sentiment. They're here to listen to the news.
Yeah, the news that's a month out of date. Right, next up, Witcher 3. This is actually really, really good news. It's going to get X and Pro patches. I'm not entirely sure what's in. I don't even think they've said what it's going to have involved. But I'm guessing it's going to be like better load times and better like streaming from.
Yeah, they'll upscale it as well. They'll allow upscale textures and stuff probably, so it runs in 4K instead of just 1080p.
Yeah, you've got to love CD Projekt Red. I mean, they're currently the darlings of the gaming industry. I don't think they can do anything wrong. People are just besotted with them, And it's reasons like this that I mean, they're not going to get any money out of it. Witcher's already fucking sold where it's going to sell, It's just that they're putting work and polishing just constantly. It's like an artist, going back to his painting and doing some It's never finished. It's never finished. They're always going to be very dedicated to making sure that the.
I have not played Witcher 3.
It is fantastic. It is amazingly good.
I've played about 12 hours of the first Witcher, and I fucking love that game. It is so hard. It's just like really tough, but like gratifying.
Yeah, I've never played.
It's really good.
I've never played a Witcher before, and Witcher 3 is basically it's moved goalposts, and do you know like Nintendo when they make games and they make like the original Zelda, the original Metroid, and everyone ripped from them.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 is that good that games are ripping from it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horizon is basically it's ripped the horse riding out of it. Do you know, like the autopilot stuff where you can sort of like it's got a thing where you can just hold the button down and the horse will stick to the path and go where you want to go.
Oh, that's nice.
Ideal for like taking swigs out of your brew and stuff. Do you know when you can't be bothered holding control, right? It's got the focus and the like Witcher senses, which were I think the Batman took them as well. Like, but I don't know whether the Witcher senses were in their older games. I'm guessing there were.
It depends. Like I say, I haven't played the third one, so I have no idea what you mean. But in the first one, he used to take potions. You'd create potions and you'd take them to do things. So if you were in a cave or something and you needed to see in the dark, you'd make a cat's eye potion.
Yeah.
So you could see in the dark, and you'd make brews and shit. I don't know if he had actually senses from the off. I don't remember senses from the off.
No, that's still in there, but there's like tracking. You can track and he'll see footprints and stuff, and they're sort of highlighted in the floor. But you played Horizon, haven't you?
Yeah, briefly.
When you like toggle the thing on and it's putting like the little icons on the floor when you're tracking something, it's exactly the same. It's just presented differently, but a lot of those games. Horizon specifically has taken the best parts of The Witcher, the Joe that he's playing and stuff, and just incorporated them.
To be honest, I think Horizon's taken the best parts of a lot of games.
It didn't take the missions from The Witcher 3. Honestly, The Witcher 3 is such a good game. Like all the side missions are like the compelling, like it's not like go here, pick 3 herbs up, do this. Like the proper story is like, oh man, this guy's gone missing. Can you go find him? Can you go? And then you go and it's like, oh, hang on a minute, there's like marks all over trees, and then it turns out he's a fucking werewolf or something, and he's leaving town to.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, to protect his own villagers and stuff because he's turning and he don't want to do any harm. They're crazy. They're crazy.
Did you ever read any of the Witcher books?
No. It
is fucking mental, but. That's another conversation for another day, Simon. You've got old news to tell me. Old news.
Assassin's Creed, more money than Sense Edition revealed. Right, fucking $800. What did it translate to 800 quid?
It's probably going to be 100 quid. Because
this fucking thing, right? 1,000 copies of this went. They said there's going to be 1,001 copies of this available. Right, it's sold out. This fucking game. And it's tat and shit, and it's fucking Trip to Egypt and all that other bullshit, right? Has made Ubisoft $800,000.
Just for that one fucking special edition.
Just think of that. For that one special edition, it's made them $800,000. That fucking game is going to make them so much money, because not only will there be that edition, there'll be other fucking special editions on top of that. And then there'll be people that have just bought the standard, like, 40 quid edition. They are going to make so much fucking money off it.
It's disgusting money.
They already have. I'm so fucking angry that people have gone, you know what, 800 quid or $800 for a game, yeah, that sounds totally reasonable. Or fucking, like, just what? Oh, fucking decided that they were going to go, right, I've got this money, I'm just going to piss it away, I'm going to give it to fucking Yves Guillemot and his shareholders. Like, just what do you get in the game that is worth 800 fucking quid? Like, really? What's next? Next Assassin's Creed, right? the next game, what special thing are they gonna do in that? Is the fucking shareholder gonna come and fuck you in the ass, like personally, and whisper in your ear, "Oh,
thanks.
It's all gonna be thank you for fucking paying for my share dividends, you fucking mug."
No, they won't even give you a reach around, man.
It better come with a fucking what's it called? Bayek? Yeah, in Assassin's Creed 2, Bayek better have fucking a special skin for these fucking special edition buyers where he's bleeding out of his ass after being fucking royally fucked by these just the fucking money hungry. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand why anyone would fucking spend that much money. $800. That's a fucking console. That you could buy both fucking consoles. If you shop around, you could get all fucking... Well, maybe not all 3 consoles. But it's such a fucking big amount of money. And they're just like... Yeah, you get like a statue and a fucking trip to Egypt where like no one... I tell you what about Egypt. I had a friend that went there and he says, beautiful place, right? He says, don't drink the water, don't breathe the air, and don't eat the food. Because it's basically just fucking toxic as fuck. It's so polluted, it's so like... I mean, it's sad really because it's like, it's such a cultured place.
Yeah.
You know, but it just... Oh man, I'm getting so fucking off track. I'm starting to fucking sweat.
Do you need a minute? Do you need to take a minute before you move on?
Oh god, it fucking riles me up that people are, I mean, it's their money, but you know, a fool and their money are easily fucking separated.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's a lot of fucking fools.
At least 1,000 of the fuckers.
At least 1,000 of them. Fucking idiots.
Like, if I've got money to burn, just give it to me. I've got rent to pay, man. It's for like, to be honest, I genuinely wish that I could afford to do that, but I'm like special editions and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. I really don't need that, and it's shit. And to be honest, like fucking trip to Egypt, you can probably get a holiday to Egypt for that fucking price anyway.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Someone worked out that you could do it all cheaper. And still do all that shit that they're utter fucking lunacy.
Yeah, bring me a story that's gonna make you a little bit happier.
No, we're fucking going to another one.
We're going right
condensed fucking stupidity.
Going right in, are we?
Sony have defended their crossplay decision. If you didn't know, Nintendo and Microsoft are going to allow crossplay across Minecraft.
Yeah.
And Rocket League.
Is this when they turned around and said something like the pedo-proofing their fucking players or some shit?
Oh, it's some... They did a statement and it's just
Have you got the statement handy?
Right, this were on Eurogame. Jim Ryan says it's certainly not a profound philosophical stance we have against this. We've done it in the past. We're always open to conversations with any developer or publisher who wants to talk about it. Unfortunately, it's a commercial discussion between ourselves and other stakeholders, and I'm not going to get into the detail of that on this particular instance. And I can see your eyes rolling. So he knows.
Just deflected it.
What he's just said is just fucking utter, like, it's just stupidity. He's just basically said, yeah, well, fucking shareholders have got last say. And it's like, yeah, but surely you must know that the people at Microsoft and Nintendo are fucking laughing at you for being such a, outcast, for not allowing...
That's such a cop-out answer as well. Like, oh, well, I can't go into details, but it's take... Fuck that. To be honest, I think it does come down to money, because, like, they've got Minecraft on the Vita, I think it's on the PS4. If they're like...
It's on everything.
Yeah, but if they have it cross-platform, then they'd be like, oh, people won't need to buy it on our systems.
This is the statement that you were on about with the pedo thing. It says, they ask him, they say, you must see that PlayStation owners upset. They want to play with Switch owners, PC owners, and Xbox One owners for these two big and important games, and they don't have an explanation for why. This is what I'm getting at, really. So the Sony guy, Jim Ryan, says, yeah, we've got to be mindful with our responsibility to our install base. Minecraft, the demographic playing that, you know as well as I do, it's all ages, but it's also very young. We have a contract with the people who go online with us, and we look after them, and they're within the PlayStation created universe, exposing what in many cases are children to external influences we have no ability to manage or look after is something we have to think about carefully. Right, it's bollocks. It's stupid. Apparently, you have to, the way that this thing works, the crossplay thing, is you have to have a Microsoft sign-in. So if it were to happen, I'd sign in with my Xbox Live thing, and that's what they don't like.
Right.
It's not like do you know, it's not the people that, well, I guess it is the people that have got Minecraft, Mojang, but because Microsoft own it, they want them to sign into, do you know, Xbox Live. Yeah. And I can see why there'd be issues there, do you know, with like, for instance, like, this is the thing, if you went in to a game and you were in a big server and there were a lot of people in there and there were dicks all over and there was someone spouting abuse, who do you report? Is it someone on Switch? Is it someone on Sony, PlayStation Network? Or is it... It's a bit of a minefield, you know?
Yeah.
But Rocket League, they have said that it's basically... It's on a server, it's just a checkbox. They're dealing with everything. It's not to do with Microsoft. It's not to do because they're all connecting to Rocket League servers, which Rocket League... I forget who made Rocket League. But yeah, the people that made Rocket League have said, oh, it's just a case of us flicking a switch and, you know, it goes.
Yeah.
Switch people can play it. Basically, if you're playing on a console or a PC, you can be in a game, and if it's like, I don't know, 2 versus 2, you could have one on Xbox, one on PlayStation, one on Switch, and one on PC, and it'd work fine. It'd work perfectly because it's going through the people that make Rocket League. They've said it's easy, do you know, to do their end, but it's fucking Sony being absolute.
It's just only being
twats. Sony's like the way that they handle stuff sometimes is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, behave, will you? Because you're acting like dickheads. You remember that you acted like this after PlayStation 2, and look what happened with PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Look what happened when Xbox 360 when Microsoft came hot off the Xbox 360 and fucking announced the Xbox One, and everyone were like, you've got to be fucking kidding. Like, there's been a big change there, and if gamers rock the boat hard enough, it'll capsize and they'll have to do something about it, you know?
Well, speaking of Xbox, that segues nicely into this new story, which is that there will be at least 5 new Xbox Game Pass games every month. What the fuck is Xbox Game Pass?
It's essentially Netflix for games. So they have... It's quite...
Right, so how does this work? Do you stream from them, or...
No, you download. It downloads.
So you actually download it?
You download it and it's yours for wherever you've got the subscription.
And that's on top of your Xbox Live?
Yeah, there's fucking hundreds of games in there. Yeah, there's... I think they said there's something like... Oh, I'm trying to remember. There's a fucking fair... Like, you're not going to be able to play everything there. Like, it'd be like trying to watch everything on Netflix. And if they're adding, like, 5 a month...
That's crazy. Like, £8. Like, £8 a month for, like... That's a really good deal, man. Like...
It is. It is. If you're new, and especially if you're... If you look at games, how much games are... There's... The games that they have put up.
It says Xbox Game Pass rolled out the 1st of June and includes games such as Halo 5 Guardians, all 3 Bioshocks, and the first 4 Gears of War.
The first 4 Gears of War. So yeah, it's got
Wars.
Judgment on. Yeah. So yeah, but even with that, if you are a person that doesn't have a lot of money, like, that's the price of a takeaway.
Yeah.
It is a good deal. Maybe not for people that like to buy the latest games and stuff, but if you're fine with being a couple of months behind, it's a fucking awesome deal.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I do get an Xbox One, I will probably get that for a bit.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? And this stems back to the Nintendo thing we were speaking about earlier. This sort of thing will make Sony sit up and go, oh, well, we've got to do something like that now. And we've got to make it, viable.
Yeah.
They already have that fucking one that Joe sort of stream them, and it's garbage from what I've been told. Yeah, it's not very good. And whereas it's local. You download it and it's ready to go. Congratulations to Microsoft. That's a fucking good deal.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's good for the industry. It's really, really good. And I hope it is successful so that we see the other two, take over.
Do you know what? If Nintendo could offer a service like that on the Switch for a back catalogue of like classic games, not just Switch games, but I'm talking like SNES, N64, GameCube games maybe, they would fucking kill it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mad offer, innit?
Anyway.
Right, okay, time to get angry. Take Two and Rockstar. This has sort of been semi-solved now. They banned the mod Open4, right? For the Grand Theft Auto games. Yeah. Citing that it's fucking up the game, essentially. They don't want it. It's costing them money. Like, the shareholders have fucking gone, why aren't Shark cards selling as good as they should be? And it's like, oh, well, this is a reason. Like hackers and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've cited that and they've got Open4 killed. The thing is, right, what they don't fucking realise is the reason that GTA sold so much is because some people will have bought it purely to mod it.
And the thing is as well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Open4 only works on the single player.
Yeah, that's correct. It works on the single player. There are other mods that fucking go after multiplayer, but they've said, and this is the thing that fucking infuriates me with this, right? That it's to protect against hackers and people just spoiling the fun for online, right? Fucking bullshit, right? You go, or if you went into a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360 lobby or on PC, right? Fucking chaos, right? I have a friend that plays on Steam, the Steam version,
right?
Or it goes through Social Club,
yeah,
right? And he says, like, at the time we were both playing it parallel. I was playing on PlayStation 4 with my friends. He was playing with his friends, right? And he'd say the lowriders came out, and I was like, "Fucking hell, these are a bit expensive, aren't they?" And he was like, "I don't know, I just bought all of them." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, one day we're playing, and there was a guy, and he kept like putting, he put like a windmill outside my garage and smashed all my cars up." And I was like, "Fucking what?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it didn't end there." He says, and then he put like a homeless person on my head, so I'm running around with a homeless person on my head, right? And then he says, after he fucking killed me about well, I don't know how long he killed him, but yeah, he says he gave him a load of fucking shit, you're killing him and stuff. He says, eventually I just fucking stood there, or like, I just give up. I can't be arsed with this, right? He got a minigun and shot him with fucking money. Like, instead of bullets coming out, it was money. And he says, I had that much money that it was just like, I can buy anything now. I can buy literally anything. He says, it's totally taken the, like, the feeling of accomplishment out of the game. And he says, like, I can't fucking go into my drive because, like, your garage, I think he had, like, a tank in his fucking garage which stopped him from using it. So he had to call, for his cars delivering to him. Which is, I know you've not played this, so it's not going to be familiar for it. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, basically, he fucking ruined the game for him. Right? If it were really that important for them to stop cheaters, they'd have fucking done it then. The only reason that they're fucking griping about it now is because it's cutting into their overheads.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. And that the mods that they're doing for single player stuff, like they'll put in Open4 were working on putting Liberty City, from Grand Theft Auto 4 into Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, totally reskinning it, putting all the things.
Awesome.
Yeah, that got shot in head because they don't want Rockstar, or Take-Two rather, don't want the people to have everything in one. They wanted to buy both, which is fucking stupid. It honestly is stupid. Like asking someone to just put them both in the same thing, because people are going to buy. They're going to have them, even if you've to buy both of them to have them both in the same map. You know. And this is the thing with mods, and this is another story. Bethesda want to charge for mods. We're at the E3 thing, right? The fucking stupidity of this bullshit, right? You cannot. It's like Joe, when the government tries to get like net neutrality or take stuff away, like encryption on apps or whatever. They'll push it and push it and push it and push it, and people push back and stop it. And we've seen this with people pushing back with Open4 because they've reneged on it with some caveats, but they've reneged on it. They've said it's fine to use now. But they'll push and push and push until they've fucked it up, and people will just they'll crash their own businesses because people fucking buy these games. You know, people buy fucking Skyrim and Fallout just to mod it. They'll mod it until it breaks. You imagine Skyrim, right? That game would have fucking... I won't say it would have sank without a trace, but the purchases of that would have gone down. It's just a natural decline. But when people do the mods, they help keep the game relevant.
Well, GameSpot had a video series where they were playing the Skyrim mods. They were playing the best, like, funniest, best Skyrim mods, and they'd highlight several several mods every week.
And then people are doing that for free. The people that are making the mods are doing it for free.
Yeah.
Right? And they're extending the life of those games and making it so people go, oh wow, have you seen Skyrim?
Yeah.
Have you seen this mod that you can get? Or the ultra realistic fucking textures? Or there were one I used when I played it at Christmas. I used one, where you could like fast loot and stuff, and it streamlined the game. And they're saying that they want to profit off that, off someone else's work. That just, it don't fucking lie with me. It's such a shitty thing to do. Do you know, to the community?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, and you fucking being a twat and saying, oh, we're gonna fucking charge for these, is just gonna tech people that love your games and fucking set them against you. And if they're set against you, that's it. You're done for. They'll fucking hate you. You're shitting on people that are fucking working on your game to provide more entertainment. And I honestly don't think this is the end we'll hear of this. Although they've reneged on it now, I think eventually someone else will push. It might not be Rockstar. It might not be Bethesda. It could be anyone. Anyway, that's that rant out of the way. Next one.
What you got next for us?
Necromancer DLC for Diablo 3 dated. It's out now. It's like 12 quid, 13 quid.
Cool. Still need to finish the campaign.
Yeah, such a good game. I'm not sure that's a good deal for that amount, because you don't actually get anything else. You just get the character.
Okay.
But
is that it?
Yeah, you get the character. That's it. There's nothing else. To be fair, they have done quite a bit to Diablo 3. They've put a lot of free stuff into it. So, I mean, if you play it a lot, you can't begrudge them 12 quid. But for someone who's casually into it and might play it hardcore for like a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, there's absolutely no point in me buying it.
Yeah. Until it's on sale. I'll probably buy it when it's on sale.
Yeah, and it'll probably be on sale in a couple of weeks anyway.
When Diablo 2 came out, I was a Necromancer user.
Yeah.
And I've had a look at people using the Necromancer in Twitch streams and stuff, and it does look fun.
Yeah.
It does look fun. It don't really look like a Necromancer. Like, he's doing Necromancer things, but it's not the Necromancer that I remember. And I think...
Well, it's not Diablo 2, so...
Yeah, it's Diablo 3, and people should fucking move on.
So maybe in a few months when it's a bit cheaper, you'll find out, and you can let us know then.
Incidentally, more Blizzard news. Overwatch gets a new map and balances. They've put the Horizon Lunar Colony map in, which is Winston's map, and some balances to bring some classes down a peg or two and some classes up. Yeah, I think this is the best way to do stuff. Ad-free stuff.
Yeah.
And do, I think the guys at Blizzard that are doing this stuff, they know how to cultivate goodwill with the community.
Well, they're pros at it, man. You know, like how long? Not even World of Warcraft, but like before that, they've been doing things. They've been updating games, rebalancing things. Mm-hmm. You know, they are the kings of multiplayer.
They're still patching Diablo 2.
Oh yeah, because people still play it.
Yeah, they're still patching Diablo 2 even all these years later.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they genuinely give a shit.
Yeah.
And
they're one of the good guys.
Yeah.
Owned by bastards, but they're... I think they're big enough to fucking sort of stand the ground. And they'll stand up to, like, when stuff does go wrong, they'll fucking hold their hands up. They held their hands up when Diablo 3 were fucked.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're good dudes.
Yeah.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds earns $1 million in 13 weeks. That's a lot of fucking moolah. And the thing is, it's not even finished yet. It's still in early access.
It's still like, what? They reckon it'll be finished in like 6 months or some shit?
Oh, man. But yeah, 100 million. That's a lot of fucking money.
A load of the guys in my office play it on their lunch break. And I'll have a peek, and I'm like, this looks like shit.
Yeah, I kind of like the look of it, but I know if I played it on PC, I'd just get bent over. I've got a friend. Actually, I just fucking name drop him. It's Hendo. Hendo wants to play it, but he wants to play it with a controller, and I fully understand why. I wasn't really that bothered about it, but I'm sort of curious. I don't know whether I would like it. Do you know if I will going to get into it?
You will. You'll get lost in it because it ain't got an end.
The thing is, I don't like the all like Joe being stabbed in the back from fucking nowhere bullshit. I had enough of that in The Division.
Yeah. But you know what? Fuck it.
I'm cautious.
Dude's made a shit ton of money modding a mod of someone else's game. Fucking good on him. Don't give a shit. Moving on.
Mod set.
Speaking of shit I don't care about, leaked images reveal Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered standalone.
Yeah, like they said, it wasn't going to happen.
And do you know what?
Had to buy
$40 fucking dollars. Fuck off. That's the price of Infinite Warfare with Modern Warfare fucking remastered with it. Are you taking the piss? Fucking Activision again. Fuck it. What the? Really? Fucking really? Like, I'd never played the original Modern Warfare. I played Modern Warfare 2, loved the shit out of it. That story was fantastic. It was like a Tom Clancy story done better than Ubisoft do that shit. Really want to play the first one. You know what? I'm just going to go out and fucking buy Infinite Warfare and then play the fucking remaster then. Because I'm not paying the same price for a game that's already fucking out with a different game. Like 2 games for the price of 1 fucking game. Like,
I've got to be honest, just buy it. You've got a laptop, you'll fucking be able to run Call of Duty on PC. Just buy it when it's on sale there.
Not on my laptop. My laptop can barely run fucking Word.
Yeah, Call of Duty
is like 5 years old.
It's 10 years old.
No, I was on about my laptop.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not all about you. But no,
10 years old.
I'm going to buy Infinite Warfare anyway, because I like the look of it, and it's like 20 quid now. And if it comes with Modern Warfare Remastered, fuck it, I'm going to play that shit.
See, I don't think it is. You've got to buy this like super special fucking super duper edition.
You can buy it for 20 quid on Amazon, I've just checked.
Yeah.
Like,
does it all? Do you get that all in?
Yeah.
So what's the fucking point in this then?
Activision and money grabbers.
I just fucking what?
Yeah,
that's
you buy
so dumb.
The Legacy Edition is $39.99 on
and you get
on Amazon,
and
you get Infinite Warfare, you get Modern Warfare Remastered with the 10 multiplayer maps, which you don't get in the standalone version. They're an additional $15.
What? This is sort of like, do you know when you see like bundles on Steam and it's like, hang on a minute, if I separate all these, like it comes out cheaper than buying them in a bundle.
Yeah.
So there you go, listeners. Don't fucking buy the standalone.
Yeah.
Buy the shitty fucking other version and get the game that you actually want as an extra.
Let's talk about something nice.
Maybe for you, SNES Mini is a thing.
Yes, it is, and I've got one.
Yeah.
I say get one. I managed to pre-order one, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I don't really see the point in these. I know that people are going to go, oh, well, it's got Star Fox 2 in it, and it's like, well, okay.
I
don't see that as an important thing. It's
the reason I got it it's kind of like twofold. When I was a kid, mine was a Sega household. My dad had a Mega Drive. I'd play the Mega Drive games, but I'd see SNES games around friends' houses. It was only last year that I played A Link to the Past all the way through. All these games that are there, they're games that I've wanted to own. They're games that I've played, I've dabbled with in ROMs, but I've always wanted to own them legitimately. Now, for some reason, whether it be, not having the money at the time or playing other things, I haven't bought those games on Virtual Console and stuff, because it's a different experience, it's a different controller, it feels different. The fact that all these games are here, and these, there are some, rare fucking games. It's got Secret of Mana, it's got Super Mario RPG, it's got Link to the Past, it's
different games for different regions.
And then there's amazing games like Mega Man X, which I've only played a ROM of. There's Castlevania 4, I'm a huge Castlevania fan. Super Metroid. There's some fucking amazing games on that, and it's a lot of games that I've only dabbled with before and wanted to play legitimately. Now the second reason is my girlfriend, big gamer still. She's a few years older than me. She grew up with Super Nintendo in America, and a lot of these games that are on this system she had when she was growing up, and a lot of them are 2-player. Like Secret of Mana is an RPG that's 2-player, and since we've known each other, we're saying, we should get hold of it. We should try and play it. So it's a nostalgia trip for her, but it's me experiencing these games properly, a lot of them for the first time. And the fact is, it's cheaper to buy the SNES Mini than it is to buy all of those games individually on the Virtual Console. So, yeah.
See, my view on it is, it was the same with the NES Mini, right? I'd rather them go, okay, we're doing a compendium and it's out on Switch and it's a cartridge and you get everything there. Yeah, I'd love that. If they said to you or me, I tell you what, we're going to put a compendium of 20 or 30 games from the SNES, it's going to be 40 quid. I'd snap the fucking hands off to play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But with this, it's going to be one of those things where if I bought it, I played the games that I wanted to completion, and then it'd be put to one side. It's like those Midway. It was Midway's arcade collection. Yeah, I played the fuck out of those games on original Xbox, because there were all the things that I grew up playing in the arcades, and even though they were kind of shitty by today's standards, I played them because they were good memories, like you said with the with your missus.
Yeah.
It's just it's good memories. It's good to go back and see how things have progressed. And the shortage thing as well is just the whole Nintendo
that fucks me off. The fact that they create their own
supply and demand sort of.
Yeah, they create their own supply and demand by not mass producing it. They make it rare,
and it opens it to scalpers, done it, which is just disgusting.
I fucking do like though what's going on at the moment, because Amazon are cancelling multiple orders. So if you've ordered more than one, they cancel the difference, so you keep one. And eBay are taking them down. So people are putting them on eBay already for 2 or 3 times the price. eBay are taking them down already. They're like, no, you're not selling them here.
It's about fucking time. It's a disgusting practice, scalping.
And the thing is as well, you got the scalpers doing it. The price, the inflated price that people are putting them online for, is legitimising scalping on the high street, because you get these fucking shops like CEX, which can do some great deals. I walked past the other day and I saw a NES Mini in there. I was like, wow, I'm going to fucking buy this. And I saw it, 150 quid. I was like, you can fuck off.
Oof, that's
expensive. Fuck right off. You've seen some cunt put one on fucking eBay and go, oh yeah, that's the price that we're going to sell it for, because if they're doing it, then so are we. I'm like, that's not what you should fucking do.
It's embarrassing that a high street shop can do that. Yeah, it's just disgusting practice. So make more of the fucking things, or release them on a platform that we can, buy them for.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'd be
sticking with Nintendo, the Switch is now sold over 1 million units in Japan.
Yeah, It's that's been quick, hasn't it?
Didn't realise that they'd produced 1 million fucking units, to be honest.
Yeah, they didn't fucking ship them over here, did they?
Nope.
The bastards. It's like fucking rocking or shite. You can't fucking get one for love nor money.
Yeah, but well done. Eventually, you might catch up with the PlayStation 4.
They're never going to match the sales. They're either going to be in front or they're going to be behind because they're not going out of the start gate at the same shot as the other two are. So, like, Sony and Microsoft went out the gate, like, months apart this time, didn't they?
Well, this is the thing as well, though, that people need to get out of their head. The Switch is its own fucking thing. Nintendo are doing their own fucking thing. And, if they do sell a lot, I just fucking hope that some of those units find their way over here, because eventually I would like to buy a Switch.
Yeah, they're pretty tough to come by.
Yeah. You know what's missing from Nintendo? Trophies. You know what has trophies? Sony. Let's talk about Sony pulling the world. That was that for a segue. It was good, wasn't it? It's professional.
Yes. So Sony pull an embarrassing game that allows you to get a platinum trophy in like 20 minutes.
All right, that makes me laugh purely because I'm cutting you off. Do you fucking remember that Avatar: The Last Airbender game on the Xbox 360 that people were buying to play? And apparently you could max it out. You could get 1,000 fucking achievement points or whatever it is on Xbox 360 in the first fight. You could go to the first fight and max it out.
And this one's more or less the same. So it's one of those like block sliding puzzles sort of thing that it's rubbish, and it knows it's rubbish. It was sold for like a tiny amount. I think it was like fucking 99 cents or something. And people got cottoned onto it, as they do with these things. And just... I think the thing is, right, I like trophies, but I don't fucking play games that are shit. I like to play the games, and if the game's good, I'll go for the trophies.
Yeah.
So, but people that do like trophies, I'll just play any old fucking bollocks, and it don't fucking matter if it's rubbish or if it's good. They're gonna go for it no matter what. And this just proves. And there's a disparity as well between like the platinums, between something like, I don't know, the Elder Scrolls Online platinum, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't know how many people have that, but it must be minuscule compared to something like, I don't know, Walking Dead, where you play the story and it just unlocks at the end.
Right.
You know? Like, by this point, the fucking platinum trophy is just redundant. It means fuck all. It just means you spent a lot of time with the game.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And that's what I like about Nintendo. The fact that Nintendo don't have them. But I will admit that when playing like Breath of the Wild, I do some cool shit. And
it's a bit sad when
and I'm like, oh, that would have been worth a trophy, but no, I didn't get it. No one saw it.
Trophies and achievements are really good for bookmarking as well.
Yeah.
So like, I remember when I played The Last of Us, I was like, fucking hell, I'll just play to the next trophy, because I'd expect the game to have trophies for like completing the chapters. I'll just play to the next trophy. And I'm like, fucking hell, these trophies are taking a long time to unlock. Do you know? I want to go like, and I ended up going, oh man, I'm too fucking tired. I can't carry on, and I just sacked it off. Just turned off at night, and then they were like, oh man, it's really weird that there's no trophies popped last night. I've fucking turned them off. I looked at them and they're all for like multiplayer and doing like collectibles and stuff. And it's like, well, that's dumb. Like, they're kind of reassuring to have like, okay, you're like 5% through the game, you're 10% through the game, you finished a chapter, you've done this, you've done that. Like, it's kind of reassuring to know that it's sort of like a little pat on back. I think. That's the best way to look at it. And when that's missing, it's like, oh, like, this is weird. And even in games where don't have trophies or achievements, going to Monster Hunter, where you get like the runes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you killed a Legicrus and you got its horn, and it goes in like your little toolbox or whatever it is, and acts as achievement. Like, stuff like that it helps you feel like you've achieved something, even though in reality, it going kaplink and saying 5G achievement unlocked is just, it's worthless. It is worthless, because there's no... If I said to someone, oh, I finished this game and they got the platinum on it, they're like, so what? Like you said, so what? It don't matter. So it's it's fluff, the fluff, and people take them far too seriously, I think.
But achievements are nice, trophies are nice, but you don't get anything for them. But prizes that you do get things for, loot boxes.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box, play to win. Yeah, we didn't see that coming, did we? I think we might have fucking mentioned this when we were talking about the E3 thing, that they could really fuck up the loot boxes. And guess what they've gone and done? They're fucking
What have
beauties.
they gone and done?
Yeah, apparently you can get buffs and stuff that allow you to kill people faster or absorb more damage in the loot boxes. And there's ones as well that allow you to use weapons, your special weapons and stuff. And it's just an all... have they fucking learnt nothing? Have they learnt nothing? What a fucking set of fools.
Okay, I think for people who don't know how it works, let me just like clarify. In the loot boxes, you get star cards, they're called, and they give you buffs and things. They buff you, they buff your allies, all this stuff. Now the thing is, if you have duplicate cards, then they're turned into crafting parts, which can be used to upgrade cards that you've already got. So if you get to the same card, automatically turn into crafting points to make the cards that you do have stronger. Now, the thing, this is where the pay to win controversy kicks in, because you can buy more packs with real world money, which means that you not so much winning like more powerful cards, but if you put money into it and you're getting a load of duplicate cards, you're creating more crafting parts, which means that you can upgrade your cards, and that's where the problem's coming, because you'll be getting more powerful cards because you're essentially buying duplicates to get parts to make yours stronger.
Yeah, it's unleveling a level playing field.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know whether it's level yet because we don't know how balanced the classes are. But doing what they're doing is just not going to help. It's, when you're playing a game and you get killed by someone that's using something that's OP, like this is going a long time back, but the Soros regime in Destiny, like that first couple of months, everyone were using it, just stupidly overpowered and just fucking getting wiped out by it. It's not fun. And similarly, these fucking perks they'll hobble the people's fucking ability to play, because they won't know what they're against. If people are fucking burning them, you don't know whether... Well, it's a fucking shit idea, and I honestly don't know why they needed to fucking do it. It's just stupid. I'm surprised it's not got more backlash than it has, because maybe the people that are actually going to buy it don't keep informed on the news, and they'll be basically fucking walking right into the trap.
We'll see. So that was the news or the important news stories as deemed by Simon for June 2017. Not June 2007, like I said earlier when I was practicing an intro for this. I was testing mic levels. And I was just running through how should I do this? And it was blah blah blah. June 2007, and then I was listening back to it, and I'm like, no, that's wrong.
Hey, if it were June 2007, you'd be able to get fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare without having to fucking buy jump through any bullshit.
The fucking irony is that it's with the same price.
Yeah, but at least Xbox Live won't be broken.
Yeah, that's true.
Time.
So yeah, if you're listening, I suppose, on YouTube, and you got any questions for us, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to have a look, as long as it's nice and not spam. Genuine subscribers and genuine listeners, I like you quite a lot. You're lovely people.
Yeah, leave a comment or go to our Facebook.
Facebook.com/StrangePlayUK. You'll find the link in the description. And if you'd like to follow us on Twitter, we are at StrangePlayUK. The next episode should be interesting. That'll be out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It'll be
Anyway,
out
we're
soon.
just waffling on
Look out
now,
for it, it'll be
and
grand.
I can't be bothered anymore, so I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Right, okay. Bye-bye.